Hi guys. So this morning Valve released a new update. I know I sound like shit right now. I've come down with a bit of a cold. But in the major update for what they're calling the winter update is this little beauty, which is the R8 Revolver. They're suggesting it's quite accurate. It's quite powerful, and that there's a slow trigger release. But again, I've not actually played it in game yet, so I don't know how accurate it is or how fun it is. But alongside the revolver, there's a whole load of new skins, which look pretty cool. The AK looks pretty sick. You guys can go check that out somewhere else. What I wanted to do today is actually talk through some other changes that actually quite affects the whole gameplay of Counter-Strike. So if we just pop over to the release notes, in the winter update, slight adjustments to holiday cheer. Um, looks like they've added some sort of gifts and gift leaderboard, which is currently in game. Just a small feature of added the revolver case, and you think what? Just like that, revolver case. And then as we come down, we're like, yeah, okay, a few more stickers. New service medal is going to be coming out for 2016. Here we go. So we've got the revolver, which will actually be replacing the Desert Eagle in the loadout slot. Now I'm a huge fan of the Desert Eagle. I think it's very powerful if you practice with it enough. So the most important thing here is actually the gameplay. So in competitive matchmaking, they're actually changing the time to 1 minute 55, and the bomb is now 40 seconds, um, which is a big change. That's going to go throughout the whole community. It'll be interesting to see if any of the leagues like Face It, etc., whether they stick with those. But in matchmaking, that's quite a big deal. I think it's like an extra 10 seconds on the bomb. Um, so as we go down, they've adjusted recovery time of the AK, the M4 and the M4A1S assault rifles. Reduces the range at which spraying is preferable to tapping bursting. I'm not really sure what they're trying to achieve with that. It'd be quite interesting to hop in game a bit later and find out what actually has changed. One of the most important things I think here is they've basically nerfed the pistols, not in terms of power, but in accuracy when you're moving. As everyone knows, as you're running around, pistols can be quite accurate. So they've changed that in game, which again I think is quite a big change to the game. Again, they've also added competitive timeouts. So you see it in quite a lot of the big major championship games and stuff like that. You can actually now create a vote, which gives you a 60-second timeout. I don't know if that's gonna be. I think people might do that just to take the piss, and just piss off everybody else in the game. Um, I don't know how effective that's going to be. More team-based, I imagine, would be more useful. However, I think if you're solo queuing, that's just going to be a complete waste of time. So again, killer replay they've added into casual and demolition modes. I don't think it'll be too long till that actually comes over to the competitive scene, but we will have to see. Then there's a load of community shit that nobody really cares about. Then there's some miscellaneous stuff which again nobody really gives a shit about. Apart from this, which is a minor sound mix tweaks, they call it. So when you're running, your first person footsteps are slightly quieter, but the footsteps of everyone else around you remains the same. Because I think some people were complaining, obviously, that they could hear their own footsteps quite prominently, as everybody else is running around them as well, which I think could be quite useful, especially with like clutch situations, when you're running and you can hear other members of the opposite team around you. They fixed a couple of map issues again relating to the sounds that came out in the last release. Then they fixed some bugs with the Steam controller and some game state integration, which again nobody would probably care about. So again, quite a big update. I think we kind of expected something like this to happen. So you guys should go in, use Revolver, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for watching.